is up, you guys? It's a new week, and I have been trying to experiment with the channel of, do you like longer episodes or do you like them shorter? When I first started, the first few episodes I felt like were super long, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And now I'm trying to experiment with if shorter episodes are better. So I'm still experimenting with the shorter episodes, which this is going to be another short episode. And when I say short, I feel like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 as a max. I feel like that's pretty short, but I could be wrong. So you guys tell me, because I'm here for y'all. So tell me what you feel like is the sweet spot of what you guys are wanting, and I'm going to try to cater to that. So let's get into the episode. I will say this, and football season is fastly approaching. Training camp's happening. It took me a while to get back in football mode because I was just so in basketball mode. You have the finals, and then you have draft, and then summer league, and now it's pro-ams and stuff. So basketball is pretty much done in a sense. And now it's football. It's training camp. And there's one team that I want to spotlight because I like what I see offensively from them. There is something special with them, and that is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, everybody doesn't like me saying that just because I guess personally how people feel about Lamar Jackson, which I don't understand why you would feel any other way other than wanting to see him win and understanding that he is a winner. I mean, yes, there have been injuries and things of that nature, but when he's on the field, the man won MVP for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He's going to do what he does. He has the money now and the stability that he wanted from the organization, which I am happy they got that done. I am happy that Lamar bet on himself and was able to do what was best for him because it's well-deserved and well-earned. What I like offensively from them is that they did add OBJ. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can bring up his injuries too. That is a man who was well on his way to being the Super Bowl MVP if he does not get hurt. We're talking about somebody who was playing a season with no ACL. That's a whole nother level of how much you love the game. And I think OBJ is healthy. I think he is going to be a big factor in this offense. One thing I feel like the Baltimore Ravens have always missed is an X factor type of receiver. And that's not anything against Hollywood Brown whatsoever. But I don't know. Maybe it was the play calling too that just they were never able to utilize what they had in Hollywood Brown and Lamar Jackson at the same time. I feel like they do a great job with Mark Andrews, their tight end. But I feel like they always struggle with their actual wide receivers. And I think with OBJ, he brings something different to this offense. It's a veteran. He understands the play of the NFL, obviously, but he is still one of the best wide receivers we've seen. You can say what you want. I don't care what you say. He's still up there in terms of just a pure, talented, route running, quick wide receiver. OBJ still has hands, and he's going to help that offense. But one person I want to spotlight that I think everyone needs to circle, everyone in fantasy football needs to make sure they go pick up immediately when they start their fantasy football drafts, is rookie Zay Flowers from Boston College. Let me tell you, that young man is going to be an X factor, a huge X factor for this offense. You go look up clips of him in training camp. I'm not going to show you because I want you to do the homework. You go look up what he's doing in training camp. His route running, his ability to get in and out of his breaks, how quick he is, how fast he is. Lamar Jackson is already saying that he doesn't even want to call him Zay. He's calling him Joystick because of how he's just in and out. He's so shifty with everything. But his route running is what's really impressive to me because someone as quick as he is, as fast as he is, and he's able to move in and out. You would think someone would want to be lazy with their routes. No, he's very crisp. He is planting his heels into the ground when he's doing these routes. And if they really want to get scary, I don't see anyone going to be able to stop him in a slant, especially those underneath slants. I don't see anyone being able to keep up with him. What linebacker is going to be able to keep up with him in the middle? I could even see them being like, you know what, let's start running post plays for you. Like, there is a variation of things that they could do with his speed and his quickness and his ability to actually sell the routes that Zay Flowers could very well be in the conversation of Rookie of the Year if used correctly. If used correctly, hear me when I say that. There's been nothing but praise for him. People in the team have said that he already acts so mature for his age and for him to also be a rookie. I'm telling you, circle it. Circle it. Zay Flowers, you need to go ahead. He reminds me so much of Tyreek Hill. Very different in sense of speed and everything, but size, ability just to beat every defender. And what we saw from the Kansas City Chiefs was they didn't just hold Tyreek Hill to slants. They were like, we'll give you go balls. We'll give you post. We'll let you do shallows. Like, they put levels of route trees for him to go do his thing. If they do the same thing with Zay Flowers, it will be the exact same result, which it was for the Chiefs, meaning no one would be able to stop Zay Flowers as it was hard for people to stop Tyreek Hill. You would have to double him. That's what they're going to have to get it. There's no way someone in this league, they're going to let him play man on man because he's a rookie. They don't know what he's capable of. But I'm telling you, give them till 5 games into that season, he's going to have to start getting doubled. Watch what I tell you. If they all stay healthy, it is going to be interesting. Another team that I really like is the Carolina Panthers. I was looking more at their roster, and of course they have Bryce Young, the number 1 pick in the draft, who, again, go watch training camp. He is throwing dimes. His ball placement is really something to marvel at because it's very few people in the league who could place the ball how he's placing it already. Obviously, once the game starts, game speed is different than training camp and practice. But I do think that what they have with this Carolina Panthers team could be something. Like, you have Terrence Marshall, which I think he's going to only get better. I don't think they utilized him as much as they could have. And if you don't know who he is, go look back at that LSU National Championship team and get well acquainted with him. They have DJ Chark, which I think a veteran wide receiver helps Bryce Young because obviously they're going to have a connection the more that they're practicing with each other. They have some keys to this whole thing with the Panthers that I really like. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do to utilize that and play to Bryce Young's advantage. I always have been saying this. Bryce Young to me is an interesting quarterback because yes, you can say he's a dual threat quarterback, but truly he's a pocket passer. Truly he is I want to throw the ball down the field quarterback. He doesn't always want to use his legs. You know, a lot of times when we talk about dual threat quarterbacks, we usually say, oh, when they get to the league, they need to become a passer, not a runner. Meaning their first instinct is, I'm really just in the pocket so I could run. Then maybe I'll look for someone after. But Bryce Young is someone who came into the league, I feel like, and it's not like, oh, we need to teach him to stop running pass first. He very much is a passer. Like, he is truly a pocket passing quarterback who runs when needed if the pocket collapses. But you never just see him want to always break the play and just run. I wonder, will he utilize his running more in the league? That's why I say it's a difference when you look at Bryce Young because you start to say, oh, will he run more in the NFL than he did in college? But truly his best attribute is his IQ and his ability to throw deep balls, his ball placement. He is a true pocket passing quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how this offense translates to that because he's going to be good. Like, I get people talk about the height. The height is a thing, right? But it's one thing to know how to throw the football with that type of velocity, with that type of strength, and to have the IQ and to know where to place it for your wide receivers. He's only going to get more chemistry with them as training camp goes, as games go. Again, another person to watch for Rookie of the Year. I don't know. It's a lot of teams with these rookies that I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how the Houston Texans are. I'm interested to see CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. I'm interested to see how that looks. I like the New York Jets. I want to see how Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers play. That's exciting to see for me. The Seahawks, Jackson Smith, like JSN, I want to see it. I want to see how he and Geno Smith have a connection, which they're saying they already do in training camp and that they expect him to be a big factor. There's a lot of things to this, right? And football season's fastly approaching, so I'm not going to be able to talk about everything right now, but it seems like we're going to have a lot to talk about as the weeks and the months go by before the season actually officially starts. I'm interested to understand what the San Francisco 49ers are doing and how Trey Lance, somebody who was in the top 5 of the NFL draft, is now being reported to be a third-string quarterback. They're saying he's QB3 right now. Again, that's a lot to talk about with the season fastly approaching, but training camp is happening, so I'm on the lookout. You guys be on the lookout. Tell me who I need to be watching. Are there certain teams and players that I didn't touch on that I need to hone in more on during this training camp? I love training camp because I feel like you see players that you wouldn't see normally. And especially for rookies, it allows you kind of to see what it's going to look like. You're not going to get the full picture, obviously, but to get something, a glimpse, right? And that's always a good thing. That's what you want, at least a glimpse. And I do think that's the best thing about training camp. I love seeing glimpses of these guys and what they have to offer to this team and kind of just seeing what it might look like. So again, if I miss some people, some teams I need to look at, some players I need to look at, y'all let me know, because I want to be looking at the same things y'all are looking at. So let me know. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me and for subscribing and watching every week. I appreciate you guys so much. So again, thank you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, post on all platforms. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your sister, your brother, your cousin who's not your cousin, who you say is your cousin. Tell everyone, your granddaddy, your grandmama, everybody to come check out the channel, to come talk with me. I want to talk about anything y'all want to talk about. So tell me if there's something you want me to talk about. Do you want album reviews? Do you want me to talk about some TV shows? Again, I'm going to keep telling y'all, go watch Swagger and The Bear. You will not be disappointed. I'm about to probably try to start Suits. I've been hearing a lot about it. So there will be an update on that. But this channel is for me and you to connect. Obviously for us to talk sports, because that's what I love to do. But we can talk about a whole bunch of other things too. So you let me know in the comments. You guys let me know what else you want to see. And I want to make that happen for you guys. So again, I appreciate you guys. I hope y'all have an amazing week. And thank you so much for always tuning in and supporting me. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So